Hello, hello, hello. My name is Duran Essex, and I hope you all having a beautiful day. It is so nice to virtually connect with you all. So today I will be shooting a video for you all that I really hope will resonate with you. And so if you're watching this video, wherever you're tuning in from, definitely drop your place of residence, whether that's, on the other side of the world, whether that's in the US, just wherever you are, just drop wherever you're from down in the comments below, and I'll check them out when I have time. So this video today is going to be a really powerful video, and today we will be talking about why time is not linear. It's crazy. We normally think of time as linear because of our chronological age, but I'm going to explain to you today why time is not linear, and how this belief is stopping you from transcending yourself, from literally going to this next version of yourself that we all must go through in our life. So in this video, I will be going over some deep topics so you can see why the beliefs that society has implanted in you at a very young age is stopping you from, one, taking proven action and changing your patterns of existence. It's stopping you from, two, from always clinging to your past and stories and all of its variances. Three, and it's stopping you from fully transcending yourself and your character to have that deep inner peace and beautiful relationships with passion and energy. And once again, if you are watching this video and if this video resonates with you and you are ready to change your life for the long term, comment "I'm ready" down below and I'll reach out to you. As you can see, it says I'm looking for committed individuals. Because I know how problematic these things can be if we don't check these things, and how it can ruin and literally cause fire and cause death to so many people's lives. Maybe not a physical death, but an emotional death, a mental death, a spiritual death, and then that in turn creates relationship death around you and inside of you. So let's go into this. So today I'll be going over one, linear systems and circular systems. And how this confusion takes place. Then I'll be talking about why time is a non-linear system. And I'll be asking you questions that once you reflect on, you can be like, damn, I see what he's saying. Or not, either way, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Then I'm talking about this one little elixir of a phrase that if you just remember this can help you steer you in the right direction. Then I'll be talking about your past stories and how there is a lot of misconception in life coaches and spiritual people and hella Instagram posts that have those pictures with those words on it. It's just a lot of false beliefs that are really running rampant in the personal development and spiritual world that I want to clear up so that you all can be more further in the truth instead of away from the truth. And then I'm gonna talk about why you must go back to go forward. And then, like I said, if you want help with this, and after you see this video, if you resonate, comment "I'm ready" and we'll get started. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, why I made this video. I made this video because I started to recognize and see a lot, as I'm talking to my own clients, just how prevalent this thing really is. So I made a nice little diagram for you all to explain what I'm talking about. So let's get into it. So first, growing up, we are taught that, time is linear, just like our chronological age, just like the age of our bodies, and how, I'm 22 now, but, 5 years ago I was 17, so forth and so on. And so basically, we are taught in life, okay, you're 0, right? And then once you go from 0, then 5 years later, you're 5. After that, you're 10. Then 5 years from that, you're 15. 5 years from that, you're 20, so forth and so on. And now the reason why this thing right here causes so much problem is because, we think that just because we age chronologically, that time and how we experience time is also linear, right? This shows a linear system. Okay, when I was born, I was 0 or whatever, or 9 months or whatever. Then 5 years from that, I'm 5. Then 5 years from now, I'm 10. That makes sense. That's a linear system, right? It's going in chronological order, right? Chapters in a book, right? Linear system. one, two, three, four, boom, right? And so the problem with this is that it does not account to what truly time is, and especially how we experience time. And so this is how I personally view time. Now, I think that there are a lot of systems out there, like our solar system, our like literally planet system, that are non-linear, that are circular systems. What do I mean by circular systems? I mean systems that evolve in on itself. So now I am here saying that time is not a linear system. It is a circular system, like this, like an infinite loop, just goes on and on and on. And now you may be like, but Duran, that's BS, because every year I'm chronologically advancing my life, so forth and so on. True. But I want you to ask yourself this question and let me know if this resonates with you. Have you ever had experiences in your life where it may have been different relationships, where you're in completely different relationships, but kind of the same patterns emerge? Or have you ever been in, different parts of your life where it's almost like, you're like something may happen to you, and then you may be like, damn, I feel like I've been through this before, the deja vu thing, like, or you've actually been through it before in earlier in your childhood, or you've been through it, in your early adult years, or something like that. Like, there is this thing that says that if you don't heal, right, what you have to heal, it will keep coming back and it will rhyme. Right, it may be a completely different person, okay? It may be a completely different situation, but the same basic elements will present itself to whereas you're like, am I in a movie? Is this repeating on itself? Right, like, just give me something if you have ever experienced this phenomenon where you're like, okay, damn, I know that, every year I chronologically advance in my life, right? Okay, this year I'm 22, next year, January 2nd, is my birthday. I'll be 23, right? And then January 2nd, the year after that, I'll be 24, so forth and so on. But even though this is the case, still at the exact same time, there are experiences that we have that repeat itself. Isn't that crazy? What is that? Well, that's dang sure not linear. That's not linear. What is it? It is a circular system. It is a circular system. And it's basically a circular system from the universe that basically, like, if you don't heal and like resolve your stuff from the past, it will come back and you will go through it again. It's no answer for bless. And you've been through it before. You've noticed different things where, like, you said, damn, either in your own self, you see the same exact patterns happen over and over and over again. You may be like, okay, every 3 to 4 days I do this. Or, it's almost like in every relationship, you go through these same exact things. Or it's like every friendship, you go through these same exact things. Like, it's these patterns that repeat. And it's like, only if I had a magnifying glass, I could, really see what was going on here. And what is this? Why? How come it's almost like simultaneously we age chronologically? But then also at the same time, there are patterns that repeat itself. And it seems like even though, you may have been through this maybe 4 years ago, it seemed like the same patterns repeating itself, or it seems like the themes keep rhyming in your life. Why is that? We must ask ourselves these questions. Why is that? Well, this is what I believe. I believe it is because we don't really understand the true nature of time, and we don't really understand the like true nature of life. It gets so deep, we don't even understand our identity. We think ourselves are something when we're nothing. I'm gonna get to that in a second. But this is what I'm talking about. And so once again, if you're joining live, hello. Definitely leave where you're from, your name, all that stuff like that. And what you're resonating with, like if you're understanding what I'm saying. Or if you're like, Duran, I don't know what you're saying. This is complete fooey. Let me know that too. And either way, we're gonna talk about it. Okay. So, right now, how does how in one instance you are chronologically like going through time, but then in another instance these patterns keep repeating itself? Well, it's because of this one elixir. And if you're watching this, write this down. Like, I really took the time to really go through something for you all and really give you all something that can help you all. So don't get distracted, turn off like other stuff, like put this as the main thing on your phone or on your laptop and just listen to this for a minute. And I promise you this will resonate with you. So here is this elixir that talks about this. Check this out. This is so crazy. So this is from 1984, the book 1984 by George Orwell. I have it somewhere in my library here, right? And in the book, this is a quote. And I love this quote because it reflects life so much. And it talks about this same thing towards how we chronologically advance in each year in age, like 24, 25, 26, 27. But yet we have these patterns that repeat itself and these things that rhyme in our past. How is that the case? Well, this is how it's the case. He who controls the present controls the past. He who controls the past controls the future. I'm going to say that one more time because the first time I heard that, I was like, what is going on here? So, he who controls the present moment, right here, controls the past. He who controls the past controls the future. Now, this is just a circular concept. Let's go here. So, right here, we have the present moment. Let's just say this is the present moment. Let's just make a star. Right here in the middle, that's the present moment, right? And let's say this loop over here is the past. We can put a 1 right there. And this loop over here is the future. We can put a 2 right there. So this is the present, past, and future. Okay, check this out. This is so powerful. When you completely wrap your head around this concept, it will flip shit for you. It flipped my brain completely, and I want to do the same thing to you. Okay, so he who controls the present controls the past. He who controls the past controls the future. Why? Why is that the case? And why is this so true? It is true because it reflects and is talking about that life is not a linear system. Life is a system of ebb and flow, of going back from the present, past, and future. And so this is why, this is the exact reason why so many people have so many problems in their spiritual and personal development journey, because one, we were taught that time is a linear concept, which it is not. And then two, we're taught that, okay, the past is just what happened over there. It has nothing to do with me right now in the present or me in the future. That is complete BS. And any coach or anybody who telling you that, run, because that is not true. Because you even see that's not true because you see these patterns that keep reflecting your own life. You see these things that keep rhyming. It may be a different person, but it's like the same thing. You're like, what is that? I want to put my finger on that, right? What is that? Wait, hold on. Okay, so what's going on here is that the past and how you view your past greatly affects your future because it is a linear system. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's get really deep into it. Number one, it means that if in the past, right, you saw your life as a struggle, you saw relationships as a struggle, you saw everything as a struggle, it means that in the future, you're gonna see more of that. Because your past perspective influences your future perspective. And only in the present moment can you go back and forth and teleport between the two. This is what I teach my clients, because then you have the optimal advantage point for advancing your life. Check this out. So one, right, what is self? Okay. So once again, I said he who controls the present controls the past. He who controls the past controls the future. What is self? Now, what does self has to do with this concept? Everything. Because once again, society lies to us, and oh my gosh. Guys, I see this so much to where it's like, I see different coaches saying this. I see different gurus saying this. I see, oh my gosh, on Facebook and Instagram, y'all know those those pictures where it's like a picture and then you have words on it and it looks all pretty and stuff like that. You know, it's even in those things as well. And it's so prevalent that, and it's causing so much pain, we have to identify and stop it. And so it is this, it is that, be yourself, stick to your roots, be authentic, don't forget where you came from. All of these things that I see so much in the personal development spiritual field by coaching stuff, these are all, that's BS. Why is it BS, Duran? Why is it BS? Because the self, your identity of who you think you are is nothing more than you clinging to stories of the past. That is why it is so powerful. Because when your self clings to stories of the past, and perspectives of the past, you are unconsciously bringing that past in your present and in your future. And then you are repeating the same patterns over and over and over again, like a tidal wave. It's just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, because we have the sense of self all messed up and we have the sense of time all messed up. So we have those two things combined. Holy heck, it's just madness, complete madness. So what do we do about this? How do we do this? Well, one, we must understand that the self is nothing more than you just clinging to stories of the past. Duran, what do you mean? Let me give you an example. So the longest time, I used to tell everybody I do not like onions. I do not eat onions. There was a point in time I said it so much to myself that I believed if I ate an onion, I would die. I would have a panic attack, or I would have like a allergic reaction or like that to onions. Now, why is it the case? Well, it was just because one time when I was like 6, my mom put like a lot of onions in a dish, and then from that point on, I was like, I don't like onions. When it's not necessarily true, that I don't like onions. It's just that it's something I told myself, so much so over a consistent period of time till it became true. Till, even though I said that when I'm 6 and I'm 22 now, when I went to Brazil last year in January 2017, I told people, I was like, I do not eat onions. I don't eat onions. Like, and they had to make different dishes without onions to appease me. And it's that thing of where my past, the stories I was clinging on to the stories of onions so hard, y'all. Clinging on to it so hard that story that I clinged on to carried into my future of me going to Brazil back in 2017. So what did I do? I went to a dining hall and I sat down and I ate an onion, just flat, just bare. I just, I like got half an onion from one of the onion rings, took it out the breading, and just ate the onion. And in that moment that I ate the onion, it was very powerful, because in that moment it clicked for me like, damn, I've been living a lie this whole time. Now, what does this have to do with your life and your patterns? Check this out. So what happens is that just observe yourself from now on. When you're talking to your family, when you're talking to your friends, to your loved ones, associates, business partners, so forth and so on, listen to the stories you tell about yourself, because that's where it all come from. Listen to the stories that you tell about yourself. And so the stories that you tell about yourself, that's you clinging on to stories of the past. And by clinging on to them and carrying them with you like a book bag, you're carrying them into your future. You're carrying them into your future. So what happens is, right, you may have an experience where you made a meaning out of something, out of some relationship problem that happened in your past, right? So you did that, then what happened? Then what happened was that you took that experience, you didn't do anything about it, you just stuck it behind a rock in your subconscious, and you let it grow and fester and grow all these weeds and stuff like that. And because you're thinking of time as like this, oh no, I'm just going through my ages, so what happened in 5 don't matter, you're completely missing this, which is where, no, this is the present. This is the present moment, and time is just ever unfolding back and forth between your past and your present. And so that's why with my clients, I really work with them on both ends of the spectrum. Because you must really go back through to your past and really look at and resolve things and change things around. You must really look at your past and what you believe to be true about yourself and about other people, and really look at those things. Because if you don't, you will be hit by those things in your future. And then you'll be confused as to why the fuck am I keep going around like, you know, have you ever just got so tired of like running in the same loops over and over again? Like you just feel like that you're just like a dog, like you're just chasing your tail like over and over and over again. Like that's how it feels because you have the wrong paradigm, right? I was telling my like client earlier today, I was telling him, I was like, it's almost as if society gives us all glasses to see through. Like how you see the world is everything. Because if you see in foggy, you can't really see clearly and you can't really interact with things clearly, right? If you see in clear, you can see everything as infinite as it is. And so it's almost as if society give us these glasses and tell us to, you know, be ourselves. Don't like, you know, be authentic. That's why you never hear me say that. And I only say that when I'm talking about how BS it is. Because when we tell ourselves, oh, stick to yourself, or be true to you, when you are nothing more than just a vibrating being that is clinging to old stories of the past, it's almost like telling yourself, it's almost like telling SpongeBob, just be yourself, be you, just be you. No, just be you, right? And like SpongeBob has been going on for what, 30 years now? 20, something like that. And it's still the same character with the same ups and downs, with the same like patterns. Like we're not SpongeBob. You're not SpongeBob. How many times does your hair shed? How many times does your skin shed? How many times does a snake shed its skin? Like, come on now. So like, it's like we've been trained to believe that we're just static beings, when in actuality, we are these dynamic, ever-flowing, ever-evolving beings. And so when you have, like, you know, seeing time as just this linear construct, and you see yourself as a static being, now do you see how all of this, like, these problems from the past just keep, like, recycling themselves? Because it's working through this system, but you're only looking through this system. And that's the problem. Hello, Prophet Gab, how you doing? But that's the problem. That's the whole problem, because you can't keep looking through life. Like, and here's the thing. There are so many things in life that have a non-linear system, like nature in and of itself, like the galaxies in and of itself. Like everything damn near has a non-linear system. And so start looking at things through that non-linear system. And so this is why you must really be careful. Really be careful when people say, be yourself. Because if you tell somebody be yourself, then you're just basically saying, stick to your roots. You are unable to change. You are unable to change and to break the bounds of your character, and you cannot do anything outside of your character's bounds. So you're like sentencing yourself to a lifetime of prison. We don't want to do that. No, we don't want that. No. So what do? We do is change our paradigm. We have to change our paradigm. And like I said, he who controls the present moment controls the past, then he who controls the past controls the future. So we must be, it's not that we're always just going forward like no, it's this constant cycle. And so now that you're more aware of that cycle and aware of its like ebbs and flows, it's, you know, really, really time to do something about it, right? Which is why I said I'm looking for committed individuals, because, yo, I know, like, and shit, I haven't lived that long in this lifetime. I haven't, and that's true. But in the times that I did live in this lifetime, and I did not know this, it was hell on earth. And I can't even imagine doing this for like 30 years, or going 30 years in the same pattern of ebbs and flows, right? I mean, I've been through this pattern for like 7 years, and that shit was hell. It was painful. So that's why that's why you may be saying, okay, Duran, I'm digging what you're saying, but I'm a bit older. How does this work for me? It works the same damn way, because the best time to grow a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. Like, and if you had nothing but ups and downs and heartache and betrayals and traumas after trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma, that's okay, because there's a way, there's a system to go in and heal that and resolve that and restructure those paradigms. Restructure those paradigms. Because, once again, what is a paradigm? A paradigm is a collection of beliefs, ideas, concepts, frames, viewpoints, judgments, critiques, all that stuff like that. So it's like society gives us like these glasses that are foggy, that like we don't need prescription glasses, but they give us really dense prescription glasses. So we go around life like this, like that. Like, oh, what is that? What is that? Like that. And it like, have you ever put on some prescription glasses? Like I don't wear prescription, but like there's been times where I goofed off and I put on other people's prescription glasses for like 3 minutes. That hurts my eyes. Then it starts like, you know, like hurting my like head, and then I'm like, oh, just all over the place. That is what these concepts of the linear concept of time, and that is what this concept of the linear static self is doing to you. That's what it's doing to you. But the problem is that you just gotten so used and accustomed to living like that that now you think it's normal, when it's actually not normal. So I want to help you rechange that and restructure that for a better way of living. And so basically, you know, this is why it's so important. Like y'all, I'm so serious here. If you see a coach, a life coach, spiritual coach, mental coach, yoga teacher, whatever people want to call themselves, like I call myself a spiritual coach. I'm a meditation teacher. I'm just a guy. Whatever you call it. Like, if you see people like this, or if you see other authoritative figures say the stuff like this, like be yourself, stick to your true you, like, you know, don't change yourself, run the other way. Seriously, yo, and like, you know, I may like, and there may be some people on here who talks about that and may get mad at me, and that's okay. I still love you. That ain't never gonna change. But I'm just saying, looking at the truth of the matter, you have to evolve. If you don't evolve, you will die, just like species do. Like, so we must, and now that we're living in this technologically advanced world, we have to evolve even deeper than before, right? It was a tad bit easier, you know, to gain inner peace when it was just you and your tiny like community, and you could just go in a cave somewhere and chill the hell out. Now you have all this distraction, all this ping, 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 ping. Then now it's a new puzzle. That's how I put it. It's a new puzzle that you must evolve yourself to. And so to wrap this thing up, what I really want you to get is that, one, even though you age chronologically, right? Like 5 years ago, I didn't have none of this. No, actually 2 years ago, I didn't have none of this, right? Right? And like, you know, 4 years ago, I wasn't 6'4". I'm 6'4" now, right? So like every year I'm growing, stuff like that. But time in and of itself is a non-linear process. That is why you repeat things if you don't learn the lesson or if you don't resolve it. That is why. So how do we fix this? Well, we first must get your paradigm straight, both the past and the present. And that's what I do with my clients. Like, you know, I have a lot of clients who somewhere around all over the world, and, you know, a lot of them, you know, they may want, you know, that inner peace, or they may want not to be as angry anymore. Or they may want to more clear direction and clear focus and like just clear perspective. But they can't because their past is all like all over the place and there's no structure or ordinance there. Then so their future, so then people get scared of the future. People get anxious of the future. And this is why I help my clients with both, because you need both of these, right? Healing is powerful. Jesus did most of Jesus' career was healing. It's so powerful. But in this day and age, you need healing and you need future reprogramming. You need both. Because like I said, we've evolved. Our society has evolved. Okay, so if you are a committed individual, and if you are somebody who's like, damn, this really resonated with me, damn, I see where he's going, I see what he's talking about, and if you want me to see if I can help you, just comment "I'm ready" in big bold letters, in big bold letters down below, and I'll reach out to you as soon as I see this, the comments. But literally, if you're on this, literally ask yourself this real ass question right now. Really ask yourself, Derek, it is a meme. Really ask yourself this real ass question, right? How am I viewing my life? Am I viewing it through a linear process, or am I viewing it through a non-linear, circular, never-ending, infinite process? And actually, I have this question. Am I viewing myself as who am I, or who am I becoming? Okay? So, I really, really, really hope this resonated with you all. Let me know in the comments below how you felt about this message. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you thought it was great, if you thought it was stupid. Either way, I still got love. Either way, it's never gonna change. So yes, share this video. You know, I really do these things. I, basically coach people for a living. And why is because I recognize that a lot of people struggle with these things. And not a lot of people have taken out the time and the painstaking years that I have to really try to hone and master these things. And mastery takes a lifetime. So, it's one of my goals to master my mind. And I feel like I'm progressing. I'm not 100% there. Same thing with my emotions, same thing with my past and my future. And I've, dedicated my life, especially the last 2.5, 3 years, to really understanding these things and really working with a lot of different people on a lot of different ages, a lot of different races, a lot of different backgrounds, as far as income, as far as habits and everything like that, religion, politics, working on a lot of different people with these same kind of problems. And I have now germinated and cultivated this 12-week process that helps you get really clear on both of these sides of the stick, one, the past and the future. Because if you want a great life doesn't happen by accident. No, this ain't. Another thing is this whole lottery syndrome, where we think that, just because I played the lottery one day, I may get rich. Just because I do this thing here and there, one day I may get this or that. No, it doesn't happen by luck. It happens by design. You must design your perfect life. You must design it. You must go through, clear it out, design it, just like a home. Just like a home. It's the same thing. So if you're one of those committed individuals, comment "I'm ready" below. And yes, wait. Actually, hold on. Wait. Somebody just said something that was so interesting. So Becky Van Allen, thank you, Becky, for this. Becky said, "Oh snap! It was too many comments. Wait. Oh no. I gotta go back because she just said something. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So she said that remembering the past is like torturing yourself. I want to talk about that just for a few moments while I'm at the end of this conversation. Okay. So if you feel like remembering the past is like torturing yourself, then definitely come talk to me. And I'm not saying that she feels that way, but I'm just saying, in general, if you are a person that feels like remembering the past is torturing yourself, then come talk to me, because what that recognize is, and what that goes to, is that you haven't fully resolved even those very hurtful, problematic things that happened to you in your past. Because one of the metrics as to which that we look through these things is that if you can remember these things without the emotional pull, right? For example, I remember when my babysitter literally used to take a pillow and put it over my head for 2 minutes, and just torture the hell out of me. And at first, it used to be really hard and really painful. I didn't want to think about it. I didn't even want to think about it. But, now I can share those things. and not get that emotional pull because I've healed it, I've resolved it, I went back to the past, and I've worked on it through the specific processes that I teach. So if you feel that way, definitely come talk to me. Yes. So, yeah, any other questions? I ain't seeing nothing. You're welcome, Derek. Anytime, brother. Anytime. Cool. Well, great. This is 35 minutes. I honestly thought it was going to be 10 minutes, but you know that happens when you're getting into the depth of things. So yeah, I love all of you all. This video got me sweaty. Yeah, you know, any other comments before I leave? Any other questions about anything I talked about? If you have a question about what I talked about, or if you missed a bit of it and you have just like, you know, what is like, Duran, what is that specific thing that you said about that? Just comment it below. I'll be on for the next about 30 seconds to a minute. And if there's any questions, I can just go over them really quickly so everybody, because I want everybody to leave with a clear understanding. That's what I want. If you have a clear understanding of what I'm talking about, and you can start to apply the things in your life, I consider that a win. And if it resonates with you, it's a double win. But I really want people to walk away with a clear understanding. Like I said, I'm just not trying to sell you any old fucking thing. I'm just not trying to talk to you about any old thing. Like, these things cause a lot of people problems. And I make it my, you know, art to fix those in a very beautiful way that is pretty fast. So yes, let me just, 2 new comments. Let's see what's good. Oh my God, just laughing. I had that before too. My cousin did that to me too. I was sitting with my hands, my mouth. LOL, too much fun. When you have transcended, head into it too, because I was up on. Oh, well, okay. I'm not. Maybe it's a question. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Definitely share this. Definitely share this. Definitely, you know, help other people. I love you all. I'm sweaty, so I have to change my shirt. But yeah, comment I'm ready, and I'll reach out to you. Peace. Also, my pinky all healed or whatever. I could bend it a little. Okay, little. All right, peace.